My friend Peyton here in town, he follows me on my page. He's not a student. He's not going to be a student. He's a stock trader. Him and my friend Brandon both crush it with the stocks. So they're not a student at all. But he sees the post that I make and all that, and he said, dude, what you got to do is post some losses so you seem human. And I was like, yeah, okay, my bad. I do post some losses in the group, but I hadn't really posted much on my personal page. It's more like, hey, I'm kicking ass, hit me up if you want to be like me, sort of thing. And which is the name of the game. We all know that. Everybody knows that. Everybody tries to act like there's something wrong with that. That's the game. But anyway, when you buy a losing deal, like the second worst thing that can happen is to buying a losing deal is sitting on that losing deal and not getting rid of it. When you buy a deal that's not going to make what you thought it's going to make, it's like, I don't know, it's like bad juju or something. And it can just mess with you because you're like staring at this item that is like talking shit. It's like it's sitting there saying like, yeah, you fucked up, didn't you, you little, you little bitch. And so I bought a Series 7 Apple Watch recently, and it's 41 millimeter GPS only. And I bought it for what my direct buyer will give me, which is $300, thinking, dang, I could totally sell this for more than $300. There's no way it's only going to sell for $300. And so I bought it. And I realized I went and did my comps afterwards on eBay just to see. And then I listed it, and I realized pretty quickly that it was not going to work out. And so then I forgot about the actual number that the DB was going to give me. And here I am like talking to all these people, and they're not coming through on it for $300. And I started thinking, dude, I got to lower the price. I'm going to have to take less than $300, lose money on this one. And then I look back at the DB list, a week later, and I was like, oh, okay, they'll pay $300. So I just brought it in and sold it for $300. And dude, I got my money back. I got my capital back. And that's the play, that's the play there. But you gotta get up from out of the deal in the most efficient way possible as soon as possible. Because unless you have unlimited money, and even if you do, it will haunt you. That item will follow you around. You'll see that item first when you wake up in the morning. And it feels like a loss that keeps happening every single day, sort of thing. And you just cannot live your life that way. So again, if you have unlimited funds or don't have unlimited funds, which most people don't have unlimited funds, you can't be sitting on that deal because it's just going to be talking smack and calling you a bitch. And it's just going to haunt your ass until you get rid of it. So I'm trying to think of another deal. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, man, this one I did not take my own advice here. I bought a Bowflex Revolution. And I was thinking, okay, it's $700. And this thing sells for $2,600 new. This is a deal. This will really work out. I'll let it go for $1,200 or something. So I think I listed it at like $1,500, and then it was like $1,400, $1,300, $1,200. I had that thing for months. I think I sold it for $400 because what ended up happening is one of the cables wasn't maybe working quite correctly, which I didn't know upon inspection. I took a $300 loss on that thing. But it wasn't just that I took a $300 loss. It took up space in my garage for months, man. And instead of just lowering that sucker down each day, at the time I had an assistant that was helping me list stuff and lowering the price. She wanted to justify her commission, that I'd pay her for selling stuff. So she would try to sell stuff for more than I would tell her. And then these products would follow me around. And so it's, at the end of the day, it's on me. Like I gotta manage better. But I'd be like, hey, list this for $100. Next thing I know, I'd see it because I'm looking for items still. I'd see it listed for $150. I'm like, dude, I know the buying prices and the selling prices. It ain't going to sell for $150. So anyway, that item haunted me for so long. And it was so big in my garage. It wasn't safe for my kids. It was all bad. So you got to get out of these losses when you know you have them. Somebody hit me up yesterday had some broken phones and was realizing he wasn't going to make the money he wanted to make. And so you got two options: sell them to somebody that they'll like give you a decent deal to get out of them and fix them. Maybe make a relationship with a store and try to pull something out of your ass. Learn how to fix phones. Go buy some screens from Mobile Centrics, fix them yourself, resell them, break even or take a little bit of loss, but get your money back. The truth is, like, you might have lost money, but you did gain some experience by doing it. And I don't like that fruity nonsense, because at the end of the day, you lost your ass. And that's just the facts of it. But you do gain experience on, like, knowing, okay, I'm not going to buy that deal next time. Or now I know exactly how hard it is to change that screen, or how much it costs to change that screen. Or the fact that, like, somebody might buy an iPhone 7 Plus for $150 with no crack. But with the tiniest crack, they're hassling you for $50 when the screens are $15. And probably not hard to change. I think I've done an 8 and an 8 Plus, but I haven't done a 7 Plus. Anyway, you got to almost learn how to do some of those things so you can dig yourself out of your own holes. But I promise you, as soon as you get rid of that deal, your brain and your mind will also forget about that deal too. It'll say, okay, on to the next one. Got my money back, or got most of my money back, and let's roll. So that's the out strategy. Obviously, the in strategy is what you need to work on, which is getting better deals and paying the right prices for phones. And you do that sometimes by paying too much. All right, guys.